Hello there, and welcome to another tutorial. And this time I will show you how you can clean lens elements with the hydrogen peroxide 3% in an old, probably get rid of the fungus, old fungus that's inside here. In the Minolta MD W.ROKKOR 28mm 3.5. So let's head into this fine lens. Well, it actually looks okay, but if we take a closer look, and especially with putting a torch, put some light through the lens, well, things will happen. See, it's not that good, but there's more. Yeah, there is actually some fungus, old fungus, in this lens, which we can see if I use the torch, especially around. Yeah, here you will see. There it is. And there is also some spots on the back here, over here. It doesn't really look good. So let's see what this can be. Hopefully it can be better. So, well, we need to disassemble it, and of course from the front and the back. And yeah, we'll need some tools. A tweezer, a crosshead screwdriver, it should be JIS, but this is just a PH00, Phillips, which I have just filed off the sharp pointy tip, so it fit perfect in the screw. We need some rubber tool, where you can get them on Japan Hobby Tool on Amazon. They're really good for working with lenses. You can of course also buy their bigger different rubber tools in many different sizes. They're actually 18, but I think I will just begin with this one. I will just use a lint roller, because there was some spots of things on my desk, and it works pretty good. So I have there's no dust on my work desk, so it's easy to do now, since I do not have a clean room. Well, let's we begin with the front lens group, and for that I will just use my cone here to unscrew the nameplate in counterclockwise. So just put it on, and it should be possible to unscrew. It can sit tight, so sometimes you have to really use a lot of force to unscrew it. I could also use those, because they fit also very good, but it's not the same thickness, so I prefer those. Or if you can get some of those rubber stopper, they are also pretty, some are used, but you could use them too. This is a 55mm, 47mm rubber stopper. Oh, sorry. This is a 55mm and 47 a rubber stopper. You can get them where they sell things for home brewing or something like that. Well, you could also, like I could show you here, you could also use your lens spinner if you have one, or in this case is a compass, which also can be used in to just do the job here. And if things are too tight, you can just use this. Sometimes it's not easy to work with gloves, so, but well, it's not really a big problem. So over the ring is plastic, and here we are exposed to the front lens ring that hold the front lens in place. But to make it easier, because this front lens group can sit pretty tight. So what to do about that? Well, I just begin with setting a small mark here, because it's almost in line with the distant mark here, so I know where it should sit. I haven't found any repair manual for this lens, so I just have to set my marks. The 3 screws here around has to come off, so we just do that. It's good with a magnetic screwdriver. It will make things a lot easier to, well, sometimes. And the last one. See, this is just a ring, but it also protects the helicoils in here. Now it looks like that. It's made of aluminium. So now we are more exposed to the more of the lens group here are more exposed to actually come off, but it can sit tight, as I discovered with this lens. So I'll just use some a cotton bud is pretty handy, and some nail polish remover with acetone. And you can just use acetone, nothing wrong with that, but just put the cotton bud in here, or the Q-tip, and then you add some liquid here to soften it could be over here, it doesn't really matter, just around the front lens group, and just so it will suck into the thread and possibly make it easier to loosen it. Sometimes, it's just wood, nothing special. So it's stuck into it. Now to get the front lens group off here, we simply need a rubber tool, which will be the cone here, that can go over here. So let's see if they're any good here. Well, this is too big, and it will be in the next one, I guess. And simply just put it over here, and just it's free. So, and you can probably, this is how it looks inside, just to take that with the aperture mechanism. There's nothing really wrong with that. it works snappy. Oh, where did it go? Here, something here. So now put this aside. So the front lens group, as we see here, is one element here on the back, and there is a front element here, and there's actually a lens element more in here. So to get the ring on the front here off, we should also, again, you see the thread lock is here, and it's actually also on the other side, so it will never come loose itself. Of course, it may be a little too much, but you can just add a little, so it will suck into and soften the thread lock. And on the other side. I think it will be fine. Now, to get this ring off, one could use this one, but it will be much easier to have those sticky gloves you can get in hardware stores. This is for garden, but in this case it will work so good because they are pretty sticky. So if you really want to get that ring off here, have a good grip here, and on the others, the front here, you will have a and off it comes. So this is the front ring. You can see there is a lot of thread lock on the edge. Maybe a little too much, but well. And then it's time to get some cleaning fluid or the hydrogen peroxide. Now, to get the front lens off, it should be loose now at the moment. As you can see here, yeah, it's loose. Well, to take it out, one could use those lens sucker, or just a bigger one like this, and just to get rid of all the small hairs. Simply just put this on, press the bottom here, and then put it on, and then it should be possible to take the front lens out. Wow, that was easy. So, and this is how it looks. So where is the actual fungus? Well, this is on the, well, it looks like it's on the inside. You probably can see it, maybe not. Well, there's some here. But let's see when I put a light through it. Oh, too much. You will see it here. Or maybe it's better to show it. Oh, difficult to see. Maybe it's better here, yeah. So you see all the fungus here, and it's not all the way, but let's see if I put it into hydrogen peroxide, 3%, and let it stay there for some minutes. It's clear, it's pure hydrogen peroxide, but it maybe can help if I add some water. I don't know. But let it just stay there for some minutes. Sometimes the black paint here around the lens can come loose because of the I mean, hydrogen peroxide is not that like what you say isopropyl alcohol or lighter fluid, but it's a different way and it can maybe doing something with the paint. It happened now and then, I know. So let it stay there for some minutes, and let's see the inside of the lens, the inner lens here. There is something on the back here you probably can see. I don't know what it is, but let's do a test and see if it can be cleaned just with the lighter fluid. So, and a lens tissue, some of those PEC-PADs, as you can see here. I use them, but in this case I cut some of those smaller, so there's no other idea to use a whole piece, but so instead I cut it in smaller pieces. Now let's see what we can do with the lighter fluid. It's just it's called extra, but it could be Zippo or yeah, what else name. It is the same, but let's see how we can do it. Just add some and do some movement and out. Yeah, you can see there's still something there, but what about the inside? Oh, well, it's actually pretty clear. It's simply just on the outside here, where the fungus is doing something. Well, I could use a lens tissue and simply add some, if I use a tissue and just put it on here, let it stay there, just to see if it can work. Probably. I don't know. But let's see how it will. I think it will work. Okay. Interesting. Well, I will just add some lighter fluid. Just use this corner over here and wipe away the rest of it. Not good. Do it again. Well, something is actually happened. So let's just let it stay there. So it's just hydrogen peroxide on the lens tissue, and then I will continue with the back lens group. Let's see how it will go. It's different, put together, assemble it, and for this I will use my my old compass, which I have filed and grind, so it can fit for perfect on this back here, or many other lenses, yeah. But well, I could use this, but sometimes it will work, and this I would guess it's pretty tight, so I will just use this to loosen it. See how it will go. Just have to correct size, and then have a good grip. Loosen it, and then I can just use my rubber tool here to unscrew it. So it's free. That's only the focus assembly and the aperture assembly. No more lenses here. Now, to get into the back here, there is another retaining ring. It's a small one, and I will just use my compass here to loosen it. I mean, oh, it sits pretty tight. So I better use some nail polish remover again, and just add to the side here, and let it suck in. It's evaporate pretty fast. So see, it will come all the way around the retaining ring, which is really good, because and then just let it sit a little, and it should be possible to unscrew it. I can see somebody else has been in here, but yeah, it's loose. Yes, fine. So and off it goes. This is just the retaining ring. There's some dust and other things. Get rid of that. So, and then I think I will use my smaller lens sucker. Just get rid of the dust, and then use this one to suck out the so as you can see here, a lens element, and there the fungus actually is. It's not really in here, but if we put a light through it, one can see what's happened. Probably my camera is not that good on yeah, here you can see it. On the edge there is some spots here, and there is something over here too. So I think I will just put it into the or I could actually, no, I think I will just put it in here, but we'll take out the other lens element, and for doing so just use a little wood here. So, and then just add this into the hydrogen peroxide. So now let's see how it will go with the front lens group. I mean the front lens. itself. If it's possible to get rid of the old fungus, which has probably been there for maybe many years. Well, there's still something here. I know it's difficult to see, but it is still there. But if I use a lens tissue, it could probably come away. So let's see if how it will go. Just need a stand to put it on, a better stand. Those rubber tools are really good for that, because you can just put it on, and then my small lens tissue and then just add some lighter fluid, and let's see if I can get rid of the it's a very deep lens. Okay, it looks interesting. It's over here, probably we can see there. So let's do it again. It could be that it will go, but I mean, at least the lens element will be clean. So let's see how it will go. Nah, it's not good, but it's actually better than it was. You can see here. So maybe it just should, well, there is something that has happened. Maybe it should just stay there a longer time. I'll just pick up the small lens here and see how it will go, and put this back again. Here it is. Yeah. So, and then I need a stand here for the small lens element. It could be useful to do something like that. And here we are, just like a puzzle. So let's see how it will go. Just use a lens tissue and lighter fluid. Just keep an hand on the it's difficult to see here because the light gray background of the lens. One could just use a cotton bud. Yeah, difficult to do. Yeah, and then I just need to do the other side, and I probably need something that is smaller. It's therefore those rubber tools are pretty good to work with that kind of stuff. And do the other one, and let's see how it goes. And have a good grip on the lens surface. We'll do another go. Doesn't seem like the hydrogen peroxide have done so much, but nah. Well, something has happened, in my opinion, and it looks more clear. But let's see how it looks through from the light. Nah. Well, something happened, but I think I will just let it be that for now, and just do the next lens element. See, this will face like this way. So this is the very back. This is the back lens. So remember how it sits. Just put it aside here and take out the next lens element, which is smaller. And there, okay, there is a frame. See? So the frame actually sit like that, and it's flat on the, you mean the inside. It presses on the next, the small lens element. So this is how it looks. Now let's see if it's possible to clean this. It's even smaller. Yeah, let's give it a go. There, and a piece of leather, something here. There's something on it. I don't know exactly what it is, but let's see. And turn it over, and it possibly can do some difference. Wow. Nah, not yet. there was something on the lens surface. Do it again. Not yet. Okay. There's something on the surface that it will not away, but let's see. Yeah, now it helps. And just use my tweezer here. You probably think, okay, that's not good. Well, it is possible to do. So, and we just do the other side, which I think it will be fine. Yeah, that's really good. And there is not really anything to do with this element. So I will simply just put this lens element in, and it will be fine. So, okay, so it's happened now and then that there is some dust. We just find a way in. Looks really good. Fine, absolutely great. So I'll just add the spacer here. Just drop it into here. So it is. And then the back lens element. Yeah, it helps, but yeah. So just put this in. So there will still be some marks on here, which I cannot do anything with, but it is better than it was. And it's just a test to see if it will work or not. Well, just give it a try. So, and then just do the sample here. Here's the next one. And so, just to tighten the retaining ring here, and it will be okay for now. So that's it. It looks better than it was. Just a small hair. So much better. There is something in here, but it's nothing really I can do about it. It's the same thing like the other lens element. So well, I will just put this back into the lens so I know where it is. And tighten it. So now the front lens group, what happened with that? Let's see how it goes. Hold on. Put this there, and the actual front lens. What will happen with that? Don't know yet. It could be that it's better, or sometimes the lens element just have to stay there longer before one take them out and begin to clean them. Just wipe away the water, the hydrogen peroxide, and then put it on this stand. Let's see if there's any difference. Something happened. Yeah, that's true. But it depends on how much can be taken away. Yeah, it's better. The area with the fungus here is actually, it looks like it's smaller. So yeah. So there. Well, sometimes it's good, sometimes not. But let's see what we can do about it. Do the front. But the front lens really looks good. There's something over here. Just use the other side. Wow. Well, it looks like it's better. But let's see what I liked. Well, the lens has been cleaned, but the fungus is still there, and it's also more clean. So yeah, I guess there's not really something I can do about it. But this is just the way it should be if you want to clean your lens. And let's have a look on what's happened with the inner back element. Would it be better with the hydrogen peroxide on the lens tissue? So let's see if how it will go when cleaning this one. Wow, it helps really a lot. Really. That's much better. Haha. Something happened. Now, I'll just put this back into the body again and see, well, it happened. I mean, something happened. But there's nothing really I can do about it. There's too much damage of fungus. So just assemble the lens again and see that it is so. Put the lens into here. Just put this on here and let it, yeah. So, and then the distant mark here, my small mark here, and then put it on. It's good to make those marks because you will know where things sit when they sit correct. But remember to do it before you disassemble the lens. So the test actually showed that it was better than it was. So there and there. And then the front nameplate comes on, if it's possible. Just catch the thread. It can sometimes be a little problem. Well, just use my lens spinner here to get so. Yeah, difficult now sometimes. So here it is. And then screw it in. So that was actually that, and the lens looks really much better, even if there is still some fungus in here. But it was just a test to see how it would work. So, but I hope you can use the info in this video for cleaning your lenses. So there will be more movies. Bye bye.